What's your family's unsolved mystery? It's not a family mystery, but when my grandpa died, I got this pile of CDs that's supposed to have stuff on it like music or something. However, none of it worked or was recognized by the PC. There was only one movie that worked and I forgot the name, but it was about a police officer that tried to figure out how these criminals smuggle drugs. He had searched a suspect and found nothing but CDs. At one point he was in his car with these CDs and decided to listen to them, but none worked. He figured out that there was cocaine or something on the layers of it, and that's why they don't work. To this day I always find it very funny when I think about it, but never looked into the pile. I was 30 years old before I learned my mom was married to someone before she met my dad. She was married. He allegedly died in a boating accident. Then 10-ish years later she met my dad and they've been married 31 years now. We were able to find marriage documents proving he existed and they were married, which was wild and I had no idea. But allegedly he was scuba diving and was hit by a Coast Guard boat. There's no record of that and I feel like there should be, so we have no idea WTF was going on. On the down low, my mom always talked about my aunt and how her first husband was an abusive alcoholic, so we all kinda wonder if maybe she's actually talking about her own secret first husband. My neighbor doesn't send her kids to school. Should I do something? If she's really your best friend, then have an open and honest discussion with her about your concerns. In my state, a legal guardian can be brought to court for not allowing their child to go to school. I think that you should definitely do something. Especially the 12-year needs to learn basic life skills, reading, writing, calculating, that they aren't going to learn on their own. It sounds truly strange that your friend isn't concerned about the whole situation. I hope you don't mind me asking, but is she working herself? Does she have issues with drugs or alcohol, or issues taking care of herself? Home and personal finances? Whatever the problem is, I'd contact the CPS. I doubt that not being schooled is the only problem those kids are facing. Unfortunately. Good on you for keeping an eye out and trying to be level-headed, but yes, it's complicated. I might try to toe the line, and gauge your reaction from there, by including things like what you've said here. She's your best friend. And you want to be there for her. You don't want to cross a line, but want to help out if she's running into any barriers with her kids going to school, including calling the school or checking into resources so maybe the kids can join after the new year. You would do the same if they were your kids or nieces or nephews. If the kids are not in physical danger, I'd say mind your own business. My 3 children were homeschooled, mixed with public schools at various times, and we had every legal right to do so. Michigan for reference. Different people have different ideas about education, due to faith, distrust, or alternative lifestyles. But at least here there isn't a law saying children must go to public schools. Be a friend, not a narc. Offer to help in small ways with the boys. Ask about their passions. Share yours. How do I look gay without actually looking gay, so that gays will know I'm gay but not gays won't know I'm gay, but also so my mom won't tell me I look gay? Dude, it would be easier to feel comfortable and open with yourself and everyone than it would be to form an answer for that question. There was this one guy on my course who was gay. Dressed well, that he looked really well put together but not flamboyant or out of place. Very handsome and very fit too. The guys were all clueless for almost a year. All the girls seemed to know immediately though. Style-wise it's simple. It doesn't matter what shape you are or your personal style, it has to fit and work together. Self-care and a decent outfit will pique the right eyes. Gaydar is real. Sending vibes can be the most subtle thing in the world. Straights wouldn't notice subtle focus on the target. Note, don't attempt with middle-aged women in earshot. They will see it and call it darling and ruin everything. That's a hard one. You can get a rainbow bracelet and just say you're an ally if someone straight asks. Take it off around your mom. There's the antiquated gay ear piercing. But I don't think most people read that much into that anymore. Crop tops are pretty popular with gay guys. Maybe get one that just barely shows your stomach and shrug it off as you're growing if someone asks. TBH, I as a gay person definitely assume guys in crops are also gay. Get 2 people to help you. A gay friend that your mom thinks is straight. A straight friend that your mom thinks is gay. Ask the gay friend to dress like what he thinks a straight guy would wear from your wardrobe. Then ask the straight friend to dress like what he thinks a gay guy would wear from your wardrobe. Or whatever the gay friend has picked out. Except for the items that cross over with what the straight friend has picked out. For those items, we're close to what your straight friend actually wears. They feel like. As a teenager, the only way your feelings and emotions will be validated is by doing something drastic like committing suicide? I've learned, and still learning, not to live my life for anyone else. And not to kill myself for anyone else. Who are they anyway? You won't be around to experience the validation. Are you receiving any help? Changing the scenery and friend group helped. Started hanging in the library with people that didn't berate me and helped with homework. Made new friends with nice people. You live your life how you want. Once you are of legal age, it's on. Join the military. Learn a trade. Go to college. Do not live your life waiting for validation. You will never get it from your family. I joined the Navy and never looked back. I am my own person. And I am me. 4 kids and 2 marriages later. I am doing good. Happy as happy could be. Personal experiences may vary. Why was Qatar heavily criticized for being authoritarian, anti-LGBTQ and corruption during this World Cup, while Russia faced probably a fraction of the same anger when they hosted the World Cup in 2018? Because they're Muslim brown, that's why. If anyone truly cares about human rights abuses, why would they stop at Qatar? Not to defend that hyper-capitalist oil-exporting slave state that is Qatar, though, fuck them. Why are two different events in two different times with two different cultures in two different countries different ? And quad. Why was either country even allowed to host? 3 words: money, money, money. The corruption is a bedtime story for another night. Russia let people drink beer. Nah. Everyone was angry then too. Also, angry about Crimea. Because on top of their issues, phobia and hate of the Middle East is real. You see the we're better than them attitude almost everywhere. You don't get that with most European countries. We've been over this with Ukrainian refugees. It's beyond tiring that people keep denying it too. But then again, everyone wants to be noble on Reddit, so of course denial is key. Mostly because of woeful working conditions of the workers who build the stadiums. It is estimated that 6,000 of them died. And it was as close as you can get to modern slavery. As far as publicly known, that didn't happen in 2018. They criticized Russia, but raising a mirror is more difficult. They will be silent when it's in the US. US-run Guantanamo Bay is still open. After 22 years of imprisoning people without a trial and evidence. US/NATO killed over 1 million people in multiple countries in the past 20 years. Russia has a lot to compete with. The audacity to preach others on human rights, or maybe just hypocrites.